You're listening to Welcome to the Pleasure Dome, rendered by the Commodore 64's SID chip. This song is by Frankie Goes To Hollywood, a band that until recently I didn't know very much about. For example, did you know that Frankie Goes To Hollywood had an incredibly successful computer game? Released on the Commodore 64, Amstrad CPC, and the ZX Spectrum in the UK. The game invites you to become a full person and enter the Pleasure Dome. This is one of 5 things you probably didn't know about Frankie Goes To Hollywood. I only learned these things recently myself. Like most Americans, I knew very little about the band, making me an outsider. My name is Tom, and this is Outsider Insight. Frankie Goes To Hollywood was best known on this side of the pond for their debut single, Relax. In their native country, however, their popularity knew no bounds. Multiple hit singles and a very well-received double album was only the tip of the iceberg for these gents from Liverpool. Which brings us to 1985's Frankie the Computer Game. This unique adventure sees the player rummaging through houses and interacting with various objects to fill their love, sex, war, and religion meters. Once these meters are full and the player has enough pleasure units, the player is a complete person and can enter the Pleasure Dome. Here, they play a handful of mini-games. Not really the hedonistic reward it was made out to be, but hey, it's still fun. The game is punctuated by amazing renditions of many of the band's synth-heavy tracks. The music producer responsible for that sound was Trevor Horn, one of the best producers of his era, and my personal favorite. Even if you don't know his name, you're probably familiar with his work. Now, reportedly, Horn spent £70,000 recording session musicians for Relax. Then he scrapped those sessions and did all the tracks by himself. Other than singer Holly Johnson's vocals, the only other contribution by band members is a sample of them jumping in a pool. Also sampled for the album was British comedian Chris Barrie. Best known for his work as Rimmer on Red Dwarf, and in the title role on The British Empire, Barrie was tapped to provide impressions of Ronald Reagan, Prince Charles, and Mike Reed, the BBC DJ who refused to play Relax on air. To tie it back into video games, Barrie also voiced Simon in the talkie version of Simon the Sorcerer. So we have Frankie Goes To Hollywood dominating music and video games. And wouldn't you know it, they were also in a movie. The band appeared in Brian De Palma's cult classic Body Double in 1984. A special video for Relax was assembled using clips from the film. This was the 3rd video for the song, as the first one was banned by both MTV and the BBC. Finally, it should be noted that nobody in Frankie Goes To Hollywood was named Frankie or Francis or Frank or anything of that nature. According to an interview with the band on the B-side of the Relax 7-inch, the name is a direct lift of an old New Yorker headline about Frank Sinatra. So there you have it. 5 things you probably didn't know about Frankie Goes To Hollywood. Hope you enjoyed learning along with me. If you liked this concept, let me know. And if you'd like to see more videos about old video games and random pop culture, you can subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and the bear hugs are always free.